Let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever felt like you've been holding it together for a long time, but no one really noticed how much effort that takes? Like you're always fine, always managing, always responsible. If you were born in January, this feeling might be very familiar. And no, this isn't astrology. It's about patterns, pressure, and mindset. People born in January often feel mentally older than their age, not because life was dramatic, but because expectations showed up early. New year, fresh goals, high standards. Somewhere along the way, you learned this idea. I should be more responsible. I should act mature. I can't afford to mess up. So while others were experimenting, you were observing. While others were careless, you were cautious. You didn't plan to grow up early, it just happened. One thing January-born people are really good at is discipline. You can show up even when you don't feel like it. You can push through discomfort. You can stay consistent when motivation disappears. That's a real strength. But here's the part people don't talk about. You don't just push yourself. You pressure yourself. Rest feels unproductive. Breaks feel undeserved, and doing nothing makes you uncomfortable. So even when you're exhausted, your mind says, just one more thing. And over time, that becomes heavy. Another quiet trait of January-born people is overthinking. On the outside, you seem calm, composed, in control. But inside, your mind is always busy. You replay conversations, you second-guess decisions, you think 5 steps ahead, not because you lack confidence, but because you care about doing things right. Your mind is always preparing you. The problem is, sometimes it never switches off. Then there's this feeling you rarely talk about, feeling behind, even when you're working hard, even when you're improving, even when people around you say you're doing well. You still think, I should be further by now. That's because your standards are high, and you rarely pause to acknowledge progress. You move from one goal to the next without stopping to breathe. So achievements don't feel like celebrations. They feel like checkpoints. January-born people also struggle with asking for help. You're usually the one others rely on, the dependable one, the I've got it person. So when you're overwhelmed, you stay quiet. You tell yourself, I'll handle it. Others have it worse. I don't want to be a burden. And slowly, stress becomes normal. Emotional weight becomes routine. But strength doesn't mean silence. That's why burnout hits January-born people suddenly. Not slowly, not loudly. One day you're functioning. The next day, everything feels heavy. Motivation drops. Small tasks feel exhausting, and you don't understand what changed. Nothing changed. You just ignored yourself for too long. So what actually helps? First, redefine discipline. Discipline isn't non-stop pushing. It's knowing when to pause without guilt. Second, rest before you break. Not after everything is done. Because everything is never done. Third, speak earlier. You don't need to be at your lowest to ask for support. Fourth, measure progress honestly. Compare yourself to who you were last year, not to someone else's best moments. And finally, trust yourself more. You've handled a lot. You don't need to question every step forward. If you were born in January, remember this. You are strong, but you don't need to struggle to prove it. You are disciplined, but you're allowed to slow down. You are capable, even on days you feel behind. Tonight, try one small thing. Rest without guilt. Say one honest feeling out loud. Release a little pressure. We're not here to be perfect. We're here to keep going in a way that actually feels human. And you're doing better than you think.